What's up, people? I'm Xogue, and welcome back to Bare Roots. Yep, that's right. The roots are bare. I don't even know what that means, but it's a thing that happens all the time. Anyway, so I have a project in mind, and it's an awesome project. I love this project. It's going to be a pain in the butt for one aspect, and which we'll get into a little bit later. But first, this is the perfect area for it. Just right over here, pretty much right where this thing is, right here. Now, what is it that I want to make? I want to make a squid farm. What? But there's water all over the place, Xogue. How is that going to be a thing? Well, if you remember the Guardian farm and sponges, and it's been so long since I did any kind of a time lapse, we're going to jump into that right now. Alright, so the hole is now dug and it's designed. You didn't see the design because the time lapse was already getting a little bit long. I didn't want it to drag on too long because I know people don't like it that much. But what I have here is actually the setup we're going to use. I'm going to have hoppers that are going to come out here, and they are going to hook into this area right here, which is going to make the landing pad at 46, which is where squid start to spawn. Alright, so then we're going to have water in here. Every single block inside of this is full. And now you're thinking, well, if that's what is going on, then how are they going to die? Well, we're going to use some guardians. That's right. Well, maybe not some, maybe just one. But we're going to be using a lot of guardians in order to... I keep saying a lot. Well, I'm so distracted right now. I'm just distracted. We are going to use one guardian. All right, now that I got that out, yeah, only one. We only need one, and that's because the guardians, they do kill squid pretty quick. It's not like it's a slow process. And normally other farms that you see out there, they utilize, you know, some kind of wall of air so that the squid swim in that one direction, and then they hit that wall of air and they fall all the way down to their death and they die, and it's just kind of how they work. And it is effective. It does work. If you want to use that method and don't want to go through the trouble of finding yourself a guardian and actually, you know, trying to get him to kill squid for you. So it's not too big of a deal if you do want to do it that way. But we're going to go the harder route and the cooler route and go ahead and grab ourselves a guardian in order to, you know, just have a cool squid farm. We want a cool one, man. And it's got to work. It's got to do the awesome things. So what I'm doing now is basically I'm laying out all of the hoppers, as you can see, that feed into our... Where are you at, man? What? Oh, it's in front of this. There it is. That feed into this guy right here. And here's your little circuit right here that will test for something in this thing, in the dropper. It'll take the signal, it'll spit it out, and it'll spit out everything that's in the in the dropper into the water stream, it's going to be a dropperless item elevator. It's like the old glass styles, but you can use full blocks, and that's what we're going to do because honestly, it's a little easier that way, I think. But it really doesn't matter. You can interchange them. It doesn't have to be glass. It'll still raise the items up. But basically the same way we did it with the Guardian Farm. And that's just kind of how things are going to work. And it works out pretty well. I think it works really well. So we're not going to worry about that too much. And what we need to do now is just make sure we have enough hoppers for the bottom of this thing, which I'm pretty sure we do. I did calculate it out a little bit. And it turns out that we needed almost 3 stacks. And I have over 3 stacks of hoppers. You know, there's extra stuff that I got to do. I got to put everything into a chest once it does get to the top. That kind of thing. And right now, this is all simple. This is the easy part. The hard part is going to be getting that Guardian over here. Now, we're not even going to lock him in place. It's not going to be something we need to do along those lines. You can, I suppose. But honestly, if you were to trap him in some kind of a tiny little cell in the middle or something, which was actually my original idea, but then I thought about it for a second, and if you do that, then you're actually obstructing his view a little bit as well. And then I thought a little bit harder, and I said, what is the harm in letting him swim around? I mean, there's a floor, and there's going to be a glass on top. We just have to name him, is pretty much the only requirement to keep him from despawning. But it's not like he can swim out and escape anywhere. He's not going to despawn. He doesn't pick up items, and he doesn't destroy items. So there's no reason not just to let him have free roam in here. We don't have to keep him a prisoner. This is his tank. He's still giving us items. He's just going to be super awesome and super free while doing it. It's going to be a good thing. It's cool. So we're just going to let him roam around in here free and clear. You get a free pass. Just kill all the squid you want, and we're not going to have any problems. It's going to be what that is. So now that we have the whole bottom layer of this filled with hoppers, and this stuff over here, we need to figure out exactly where to go in order to... Yep, see, it was spit out. You hear it? It's all the way down to the bottom now. Come here, you. Oh, man, I've been having creeper problems too, man. Let me tell you, this is crazy. I need to get out of here. How do I... Perfect. That'll do it. All right, so I'm going to leave everything open for now. I'll close it up and make it look all pretty a little bit later once we get everything. But what we need to do now is we actually need to know exactly how far away to stand in order to let squids, you know, spawn. And that can be trouble because then it's another reason there's not glass on the side is because you actually have to stay a little bit away, which means these items have to travel a decent distance, which is yet another reason to use these ice paths that I'm using. Originally, I had it right here. Yeah, I said originally. I already had a segment recorded of this. I already had this... Whoa. Whoa. I already had this part, you know, I actually built this out. I built up the whole storage room and everything. The elevator wasn't completely done, but it was lined up and everything. It was ready to be tested. Almost ready to be tested to see if everything went into the chests. And then for some reason, I totally forgot about it. I was like, wait, this is too close. This is way too close. I'm going to have to stand like way back here inside this mountain or something in order to let these things even spawn in the first place. So that's what we got to do now is I need to do a little bit of research, maybe even a little bit of testing just to see how far away you have to be to let squid spawn. And, you know, that's going to be what I got to do next. And after that, I'm just going to go ahead and fill it up with water. And we're going to test it out a little bit on camera. I'm going to fill it up. I'm going to walk away. And I'm going to walk back just to see if any squid spawn like instantaneously. Hopefully they do. But you never know. It's also going to be a bit of a process to actually fill this thing up. Unless I go the ice route, which I'm considering, but it'll be a little harder to collect the ice. So it's either sit here and just deal with the multiple layers of swimming and up one layer at a time kind of thing, or just be like, meh, go get some ice. But we shall see. We shall see. But let me get working on this thing, and I will be back in just a second. Looks like we have some squid. It is a thing that can happen, and honestly, that's all I'm concerned with. Go away, man. Be inks. Fall. There you go. Hoppers. Get them, hoppers. Send them to a place that's going to make them despawn before I have a chance to collect them. Perfect. It's exactly what I want. Anyway. Now comes the absolutely most difficultest thing of all difficulties. Yeah, that's not said right. Anyway, we need to get a guardian over here and just drop them into this thing. Now, the portal's right there. So, what do we have to do? Basically, I need a rail line from here to here with a floating block that I can, you know, so the minecart will basically, it'll stop at the block, and then I can just break the minecart, and the dude will flap around a little bit on the block, and then jump into the water, and then we're good. We can cover it up with glass, and we're done. Or at least with this part. And then I need to make sure I link that up before he can get here. He needs to travel in the nether a very, very, very long distance and up really, really high. And that can be problematic. It really can. Because, whoa, hi, dude. Go away, man. Oh, there's another one. Crap. All right, so, yeah, this is a very, very long distance. Like, astronomically long. To, you know, to take a guardian down, at least, it's insane. Why am I doing this? This is not what I want to do. But it's a thing I've already started to do. Yeah. This is gonna be this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be very tough. I am not looking forward to this, if I'm being completely honest. Woo! Oh man. Anyway, you see, is that words? Hi, her. Is that what? H-I-C? Hi-C? And then people are carving designs in the walls. Isn't that called vandalism? I think that's vandalism. Psych. Psych, that are destroying your thing. Sick 'em. Sick 'em, psych. Anyway, so I just need to go. I need to duke this out. I need to make a whole bunch of rail. I need to go into my guardian farm and find a way to get one of those guys into a minecart and start pushing them along a rail while simultaneously being shot by his beam of crazy pain. And then, yeah. It's one of those things. But once he's over there, it's going to be awesome, and I can't wait. I can't wait. It's worth it. It's worth it. Why is it worth it? Because after this is done, we'll be able to AFK there and get ink sacks, and we won't have to worry about, you know, grinding out the squid at spawn in order to get some of those dark prismarine bricks, which I'm really looking forward to. Now, honestly, I don't even have... What, dude? No, man. I don't even have an idea of what I want to use them on yet, but it is a thing that I need to get done. So let me get working on getting the guardian over there, and I will see you back in just a second. Right, so you see this break here? That's because I made like 8 stacks of rail. Most of it unpowered rail. I even made a full stack of powered rail, and that's actually used near the end where I need to start going up, because that's going to be a pain in the butt if I can't power the up direction. But over here, it's pretty much all flat and downhill, so I don't have to worry too much about the guardians like reversing and going all the way or anything. Now, the reason I did choose powered or unpowered rail for this, a lot of you may think I'm crazy, okay? But my thoughts are that when I manually push the cart, I should be able to get the guardian out of range of hitting me, so I'm not going to take as much damage. Now, don't get me wrong. I know very well that I am going to be shot, probably a lot, on this whole traveling a very, very long distance thing. But my thoughts are that pigmen can spawn on these things or walk on them or something. So when they hit it, when the cart hits a pigman, I would much rather deal with a little bit of damage here and there than have the cart go backwards and have to start all over. Because right now, as it stands, it'll hit the pigment and then slowly travel backwards. If it just so happens, if I had all of this powered or a lot of this powered, it would hit the pigment, go backwards, hit a powered rail, and then go all the way back to, you know, where it started. Now, it's pretty much unavoidable near the end. Like I said, I have to go up. So it's almost impossible to successfully push a minecart with a guardian that's trying to kill you the entire time up a flight of stairs without powered rail. So I have to deal with it over there. I really, really hope that that doesn't cause any problems when I get there. But worst comes to worst, it'll come right back to this location here, and I can just hope to, everything that I can actually make it in one fell swoop, and I don't have too much of a problem. The only saving grace I have is that I only need one Guardian. Now, I also need a name tag. Thank you, self, for reminding yourself about a name tag, because that would have really, really sucked if I would have gotten a Guardian all the way over there, forgotten to name him, and then he despawned. Worst day ever. But that's about all it is. As you can tell, I pretty much have everything set up as far as I can right now. It's not all the way to the other side, to the end portal where the squid farm is going to be. But it's pretty close. And that little break in the track that you saw right there outside my portal is so it can stop. The minecart with the Guardian will stop. And that's just so I can collect the rail behind it to put and finish connecting it to the other side. And then I'll take a little bit of damage pushing the dude onto the next part of the powered rail. And then he should shoot all the way to the end if everything goes according to plan. So that's what I'm playing with right now. I'm going to see if I can't get him all the way over there. Maybe I'll show you some clips of the actual travel just to give you a little bit of entertainment. But yeah, I just need to start pushing the dude and get a name tag. Alright, so here we are. Let me tell you my plan for how to actually get this guy out of here. And there very well could be an easier solution to how to grab one of these guys, but at the moment I can't think of what it is. And I don't know. We're just going to do it this way because, yeah. Now that lever's already on. And all I want to do is quickly build out the 3, lay down powered rail, so that way I can send a cart from here, push it over, and then just keep bouncing it back and forth until, at some point one of the guys is going to land right on top of this thing and start bouncing around. Hopefully the minecart will grab one pretty quick and drag him out here. Then I can push him all the way to the end, hopefully out of line of sight, so I can repair this thing, knock everything down, let it all come up into the chest at the far end, so I can get all my supplies back, patch this back up, and I have my my dude here. I can name him, and then we can start dragging him all the way across. That's the idea. Let's see how well that works. Shall we? Okay, so bam, and then bam, 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 and then bam, and minecart. Ha. So in theory, I should be able to, oh, bam, got him. Go, man, go all the way, keep going. Ooh, sweet. Then I can just, whoop, okay. Let all of that fall. Go, man. You too. And then we can sit here. Wow, that worked out pretty well, actually. And that, look, he's all the way at the end already. Sweet. Can he keep, I'm too far away, right? So these things actually should be popping up in here if everything's still working according to plan. Let's see. Can I name him in here? I really hope I can because I don't have another. Oh, I got him. He's named Squid. His name is Squid. You see that? Squid? Yep. Well, that's cool. He's like not shooting me. I don't know. I don't know. He was like looking at me, but he wasn't shooting me. That's pretty cool. Bam. Got him. I think that's it. That's probably it. I don't know. Maybe not. We'll see. Anyway, how'd I... Wait. Oh, I broke an extra one. Anyway, so now we should be able to... Oh, he's through. He's through. Now, here comes the problem because now he's off of a cart. The cart and him are both through. Now I have to catch him again. So, in a minecart again. So that's kind of what I'm at, where I'm sitting. Sometimes you get portal lag and stuff, so we're gonna see how well this works. Oh man, you got pushed. Oh, yes, go all the way. Yep, see, now he's out of range, so he's dead. Yeah, let me go back through real quick. He shouldn't despawn. He shouldn't. I need that minecart just in case something happens. Come on, man. And now, actually, since we're there, I can actually... He's probably already through. Let's go ahead and collect all these. Since I don't need these anymore. I hope not. If I need these again, we're going to have some problems. Oh! And I'm not going to go through the entire length of this thing, so don't worry about that. I just want to get back through and start pushing him, and then when I come across any troubles, I'll cut back in and show you what I've got. But for now, we're just going to jump back through. Whoa. All right, so we got a bunch more rails. We have our minecart. We have some more powered rail, which is very good. That'll probably come in handy at some point. And we should be able to actually just go ahead and remove these as well. Whoa! Crap! Crap! Crap, crap, crap. That's not good. Let me out, man. Ooh. Oh, I'm so scared. Why did that scare me so badly? Anyway, continuing on. See, this is the problem because rail on these things, and if any of these have a pit into lava, I could really, really be having a horrible day. Absolutely horrible day. Did I not get the... I didn't. All right, we're not going to worry about this just yet. We want to make sure we get our dude all the way there. See, there he is now. So let's see if this is a thing that I can do. If I can just, like, sprint jump all the way, he'll probably see me and try to shoot me. Oh, crap, wrong direction. Whew. And that's why I removed the rail on the other side. All right, a sprint jump past him. Hopefully not push him off too far onto the edge or whatever. Ugh. Okay, get away out of his line of sight. Now we're going to have to push him back onto the rail. Oh, this is going to hurt. Told you I was going to take some... Ooh. Well, when you're really close, they don't even worry about you. Oh, that's so handy. They don't even try anything when you're really close. You know what that means? It means I can go this and push him this way. Just kind of hold forward. Oh, this is handy. This is pretty cool. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Getting out of range. Ooh. Catch up. Catch up. Ooh, so close. Go. All right. Well, I'm just going to keep doing this. I'll see you back when I run into some kind of trouble. All right. I have the tracks lined up on the other side. I've cleaned up a bunch of these other things. The only thing that's left really to do is just push this guy onto those and try to follow him on my own minecart. This is kind of going to be what it's going to do. We're going to see. Go. Hopefully I can keep up. Oh, man. I'm at like the perfect distance. Not there. Let's go a little further behind him so we don't actually get hit by his rays. Hopefully this is the thing and I'm not going to catch it. So I don't know. I don't know. We're going to see. But you go pretty quick up here. And yeah, see, he's like pretty much gone. Now the only worry that I have is that he's going to run into somebody on the track and then be pushed back towards me. I really just wanted him to go all the way to the other end portal. This is what I'm looking for. Of course! Of course there's another ghast in here. Seriously? Seriously? You're going to do that kind of a thing. Oh, and right on the track. Hopefully that didn't cause any problems. We'll see. I guess he's already past it, so it doesn't really matter too much. Go all the way, man. You can do it. Keep going. We're going to see. The portal's actually coming up here pretty quick. Pretty soon. I like these little fire lights, too. They're pretty cool. I don't know if that's what they're intended to be, but it's kind of cool nonetheless. So we're going to get out right here. Go ahead and sprint up to the dude. And then can we... perfect. And... What? Why do I hear you? That is not... I don't think that's supposed to happen. Oh no, where'd he go? What happened? What happened? Where's the dude at? Hold on. That was kind of dumb of me just to do it like that anyway. Oh man, this is not good. Let's go ahead and get our rails like going downhill and everything all the way down as far as we can. Oh goodness, this better not be a bad thing. Now I know he has his name tag on, so I'm going to go see if I can't find him. I'm going to finish laying out my rails, get him all the way down into this location. Hopefully I can get him there, and I'll bring you back when I got that
Jump
done.
in the water! Yes! Yes! And I think I got that last little bit on camera. Do you know what happened? I found him. I found him, and he came through the portal. I didn't use this rail at all. He jumped all the way down here. He did it all by himself. Everything by himself. Look at that. He's already hard at work, shooting all the squiddies. So that we're good. Everything is good. Oh, man, this is going to cause me problems, ain't it? I need to break these first. I don't care about the rails or anything right now. That's not a big deal for me. He's got a lot. Ooh, crap. Don't do that. Give me. Perfect. All right, so I can get rid of the rail. I can do all the cleanup and everything later. That's not my big concern. My big concern now is to clean up everything that I broke in the nether, because some of those builds were not mine. And I also need to make the room that's over here.
I'm not sure exactly what the best location is, but it's somewhere between 24 and 32 blocks from what I understand. I want to be in between that range for every single source block of water that's in this thing for it to have the best results. Now, it doesn't matter too much if every single block is like that. The bottom line is that squid spawn. And then we can get insects. We should get a whole bunch from this. And I mean, you can hear him. He is shooting away. Like, he is just going, he is hard at work right now, killing all of the squid that are in there right now. And it's amazing. It's just amazing. So I'm going to finish this thing completely. It's already late. I'm already getting tired. But you know what? I want this thing done. I want this project done before the end of this episode. And this episode might even be long already. But we're going to crack on through it. We're just going to finish this up. I'm going to show you the finished result when I come back.
And I realize now what that says. Hi, psych. From up at this angle, it's a little hard to read, but when I was down there, I looked at it, I was like, oh, okay.
All right. So, what have we got? We have a finished, what is it? Squid farm. That's what it's called. So, right now, basically what I've done, the way that I found the optimal location is not through any kind of math or anything. For those of you who know math, by all means use it. I'm sure it works a lot better. But me, I am not good with that kind of thing. So basically I counted from this edge out 24 and 32. And then I went from this edge and went out 24 and 32. And I found what was closest to the middle, being joined between those two parts. And I stood somewhere in the middle of that. And then I went down about half the size of this, which is about 8-ish. I don't know how far I actually went down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I went down 7. So that's fine though. That's pretty good. And basically what that does is it keeps me in optimal range of most of these blocks so that I get the most amount of spawns. Now it does not need to be this big. And I found out that there are a couple flaws with this design. In that there is no one location where a squid can spawn in every single one of them, if those numbers are still correct. Now, the reason I made it this size initially was because my thoughts were that, the guardian in the middle, he's just going to be roaming around the whole time, so he can roam around to wherever the heck he wants and he can shoot them. Now, there are other flaws with this, and this is why I build in creative. This design was never made in my creative world. It wasn't. This was all done on the server. And I wanted to give that a shot just to see what I could come up with, see how well an initial design works without having to go and test everything and make sure it's perfect. This was just done today on the server, period. It just was. There was no other planning involved. And, I like that, but at the same time, there are a couple flaws such that if I would have made this in the creative server, on my creative world, I would have known that it was too big. Well, not necessarily too big, but there was no optimal location for every single spot in this thing. I would have known that. I would have tested it, done my research when I was still building it in the creative world, and I also would have found out that the Guardian actually sinks down to the bottom. Obviously, I mean that's what Guardians do, but it just never kind of crossed my mind in this context. So by him doing that, if the squids stay on the top, the Guardian will be at the bottom and he won't see them. And he won't come to get them. Now, every now and then, I'm sure he will move around. He may or may not have a reason to. He'll move around. Eventually, they will be killed, but not all the time. He won't be shooting all the time, even if there are squid in here. Kind of like right now. But if I were to trap him, say, in the direct middle of this thing, then maybe that would be a better setup, because then he can easily see and shoot every single squid in there, minus the couple spots where he can't see, the squid because he's, I don't know, whatever containment you use, like half slabs or fences or whatever, then that would be, an idea there. And maybe, just maybe, you could get a little bit better rates. But in reality, I've been standing here for a little while now, and there really isn't a huge deal because, I already have 2 stacks. Well, exactly 2 stacks. Perfect. So, it's giving ink. There's nothing wrong with this farm. So there might be better ways to do it, but all in all, this is an amazing squid farm. Amazing. I love the idea of this. It's a great idea, and of course it can be improved upon, but that's what initial ideas are for. This is something I just kind of threw together. You know, it's probably been done before, probably will be done again. I don't know what the best squid farm is. I didn't do that much research. I was like, I need ink, so let's put this together. And that's exactly what I did. So this is our result, and it'll work. It will work. I'm going to AFK here for a little while, get up a bunch of ink, go make some dark prismarine bricks. And you know, probably put them back in my shop. So if you like the episode, don't forget to hit that like button. If you want to see more, you want my videos sent directly to you, then don't forget to subscribe. Comment, favorite, share if you feel like you want to. Thanks so much for watching. That spider is really loud and it's annoying me. But thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.